Aerodynamics affect your sport, Jason?
Well, Logan, aerodynamics affect my sport when the carburetor gets hit by the wind. And the carburetor is the thing that holds the engine, which is inside of the piston. So the piston cranks up. It's a little metal rod that cranks up, hits the spark plug, and ignites like a fire type of explosion. Not a big explosion.
A fireball?
No, not a fireball. No, it's not. It's the type of like explosion, and it's what moves the chain to get you to move. And it does that like a million times as long as you're riding. Okay, so when you're in the air and you jump and there's wind, it kind of affects you like a piece of paper. You ever held a piece of paper up and blown into it and it flipped like it fell? Well, that's basically what a dirt bike does. Because there's no air to go through. Like if you cut a hole in it, maybe it'll stay still. But a dirt bike is just like flat. So it'll just hit the thing, it'll hit the carburetor and all the engine work, all the plastics, the forks, the handlebars, all that, and you'll just fall right over, and you'll eat it, and you're done.
Okay, so is that all?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, aerodynamics affect my sport because of the way that a bike is shaped. It's not meant for... It wasn't purposely meant for racing, because its style is like a V. But, anyways, that V is somewhat aerodynamic and somewhat non-aerodynamic. Like, if you see time trial bikes, then it's different. But, anyways, wind drag can affect my sport of BMX because your number plate, your tire, your fork, your frame, your handlebars, your body itself can all catch onto the wind, and that slows you down a lot. And when you slow down, you're not as efficient as you usually would be without that wind. But because of that catching, it will prevent you from going as fast as you can, but it also prevents you from not going as fast as you can because you'll still be going a direction. But you can also, another way aerodynamics could actually help you in racing is by if you get right behind someone, you can catch off their draft, which is the disturbed air that flows behind them. And these generate eddies, which are like pockets of air that are already disturbed. And this will help your bike to fly through easier. But as your bike goes through, it deflects some of those eddies, and those eddies go forward to the person who's riding right in front of you, and that helps them go faster. But wind can also affect you if you were to jump. And when you jump in the air, that wind could catch you, and it could blow you right off the jump, usually ending with you crashing and eating it pretty bad. Can I do the effects?
I guess. Fine.
Thank you. Since you did the effects of yours, and I didn't do anything. Alright. But, wind can also be going the direction that you're going, and that can also help you go faster because you're getting pushed along. And that's how aerodynamics affects my sport and his sport, which is BMX and motocross. So how do you think aerodynamics affect BMX?
It affects BMX in many ways, like pumping, jumping manually. Jumping gets you more speed because when you land you just keep that momentum. Pumping, that's just the normal stuff. It just keeps your speed. And manually, that is more high-tech and stuff. You just push it out and then pump it, and it just gets you going fast.
How do you think, like, wind drag and, like, it pulling on you, how do you think that it affects you?
It affects you by slowing you down. You have to work much harder.
What other things will cause you to slow down?
Probably side wind, coldness, or if it's too hot.
How do you think, like, track designs, do you think that they're supposed to help slow you down or help speed you up?
This one is to help us speed up, but some tracks are to help you just keep going. You know, like the Denver track.
Yeah. So what do you think, like, racing gear-wise, like helmet, hand gear?
You don't want it too heavy. You still want to be able to function.
How do you think, like, the weight of a bike could help or worsen you?
I mean, the weights vary, but, like, they can help by, like, if you have a lighter bike like this, if you're in the wind, you could just get caught very quickly, but heavier bikes, you got a little more control in them.
How do you think things like that stick out, like number pads or number plates and tires are free? How do you think that it
Like, the wheels, how they're a little just go faster. The frames, they just come in different sizes and weights. Like this one's a little more flat, so you have a little more control in it. And the number plates, they just show what you want.
how do you think a helmet would help you cut through the wind easier?
Probably from the points right here. They just cut through it, kind of like an airplane or something.
Alright. How do you think, like, you could cut through the wind with your body despite it being huge and really sticking out?
Cutting through the wind with your body, you just gotta keep trucking along.